So here we go on practice 110. So I've already put in operate vehicle intoxicated within the quotation marks. So that means we're going to get that precise phrase. I set the jurisdiction to Michigan, and now we are going to search. And over on the left here, we'll see we get zeros. If I click on show more, it'll give me the all results total, which is 0. So let's go and run the next search in number 2 here, which is operate within the same sentence as vehicle and within the same sentence as intoxicated. So if we click on show more, that yielded 769. This is as of December of 2018. So quite a bit more. So dropping the quotation marks, adding the /s got us to 769. Okay, now let's move on to number 3. In number 3, we need to use /p instead of /s. And /p got us 1,299. Okay, let's try the next one. What do you think is going to happen now? If we add the ampersand and we're adding in the root expander. This is just getting nuts. You do this kind of search if you've got like nothing. You're not finding any law, so you're really expanding things out. And so that gets us to 13,579. So you can see that as we use the quotation marks and then the /s and then the /p and then the ampersand, we get more and more and more stuff. But that also means we're getting more information fog as well. So now we need to quickly answer our problem that we started way back in 1.8. Is this person really driving or operating a vehicle? And so I'm going to go back to the /s query that we did. The /s is my favorite. It's usually kind of the best. It's not too narrow. It's not too broad. It's right in the middle. And if we look at some of the cases here, this Lardy one was reversed, at least a significant part of it was. And then the third one here is People versus Wood. And this one, if we read it, it actually answers the question very nicely, and it's pretty similar to ours. So we would use a case like People v. Wood. And if you look at Appendix B in the back of Research the Law, you'll see a sample email memo. And it actually is this problem that we've been doing in 1.8, 1.9, and 1.10. And you'll see the statute here. And then you'll see a write-up of People versus Wood. In Wood, a driver was passed out in a vehicle at a fast food drive-thru. The vehicle's transmission was engaged, but the defendant's foot was on the brake. The court held that the defendant was operating the vehicle because the risk of collision with another vehicle was high. So in our case, the transmission was not engaged. It was not in drive. It was in neutral, and it was on flat ground. And here he was in a drive-thru, who's in a McDonald's drive-thru, where in our case, the guy was alongside the road. So risk of collision was very low. So I think we have a really good chance of arguing that our guy was not operating the vehicle. I mean, let's be clear. Operating, while intoxicated is bad. But given the current law, we could probably argue that this person was not, quote unquote, operating the vehicle. So there we have it. All right, see you back in the book.